Hello everyone, David here with Danger Close Armament, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the SCAR and the GIESSELE Super SCAR Trigger. So, first off, a little about the SCAR. We've had the SCAR for a couple weeks now, shot about 1,000 rounds through it between myself and some friends, and definitely a big fan of this weapon system. We have a few modifications here, Surefire SOCOM muzzle brake, Tango down, quick detach, stubby foregrip, aimpoint T1, 2-minute angle on a LaRue HK mount, and we got an Ergo SCAR grip and modified Magpul PMag. We ran the SCAR a lot and really liked it, and we found that the really only thing lacking on this gun here is the fire control system. The factory trigger is a pretty long, heavy 7.5, 8 pound trigger with a lot of pre-travel, a lot of over-travel, really gritty, and just overall it pretty much sucks, especially for a gun that costs $2,500 plus. So after shooting a couple hundred rounds through it, almost 1,000 rounds through it, decided that we really need to upgrade the fire control system. Running GIESSELE triggers in the past, having their Super 3-gun trigger on my MK18 build and Super 3, SSG trigger on the couple of my other guns, and a marksman trigger on one of the precision rifles I'm building for a friend. Really big fan of their triggers. They're extremely reliable and definitely have a great reputation built throughout the industry. So we decided that I need to get a hold of Super SCAR trigger for my SCAR. It took me a little while to track one down. They're kind of hard to come by. I really lucked out, got one for $269 from a really obscure oddball place. So I'm really happy about that. Saved some money on it. But installed it earlier today. Haven't shot it yet. We're gonna go out and shoot it here when the weather clears up. Snowing outside today, but so far initial impressions are that this is a top-notch trigger. Absolutely. I really didn't expect anything less from GIESSELE, but this one kind of surpassed my expectations. Like I said, the last trigger, the system that I was running was the Super Dynamic 3-gun trigger in my MK18, and that was a fantastic trigger, very short. Just put that designated marksman trigger in my buddy's AR build, and that thing is insane. Just absolutely insane. Well, we tossed this guy in here. It wasn't too difficult. GIESSELE has some excellent video instructions on how to install it on YouTube and on their page, and there's a bunch of install videos on YouTube. So I'll let you guys check those out. This is going to be an install video, but tossed it in here, and with the first pull of the trigger, I knew this thing's going to be insane. Gun's clear. I really don't know how to describe this thing. It's nutty. It's got a little bit of take up, not too much. Take up, you feel the weight, and then after you get there, it just breaks the rear, and there's no over travel. It's very, very short. So you charge it, have the trigger held to the rear, and there's the reset, and there's the brake. It's just so short and so smooth. There's no stacking of the trigger weight. You can't really feel it gaining poundage. I don't know what this trigger weight is rated at, but it's extremely light feeling. I got a 2.5 pound trigger in one of my CZs. My 1911's very light. My M&P that I've done trigger work on is all very light. I think my heaviest trigger that I have out of all my firearms is probably my 1911, which is around 3.5 pounds. So I'm used to running a light trigger. I know that some of these GIESSELEs are supposed to be at like 4.5 or 3.5, but this is just so smooth and just zero over travel. The reset feels like it's shorter than my Super Dynamic 3-gun trigger, which is insane because that's a very fast trigger. So definitely excited to get on the range and get some trigger time behind this trigger and see how it performs and see what kind of rate of fire we can get. But I'm definitely excited to give this trigger a shot, and I definitely think if you want the best trigger on the market, man, GIESSELE's the way to go. They don't accept any substitutes, and if GIESSELE's an option, it's definitely the answer. And I've definitely had no issues with their triggers. So But it's just a short video giving you my initial impressions behind this trigger and a little bit about our SCAR here, and hope to get a video underway here of actual test firing once the weather clears up. But anywho, thanks for watching, and again, I'm David with Danger Close Armament.